everything is on track for the 7 May national and provincial elections. That's according to the Electoral Commission of South Africa Deputy Chair Terry Tselane. Tselane says the National Results Center is ready to play its part in ensuring that Wednesday's elections live up to the expectations of the people of South Africa. But there have been controversies about the IEC and its chairperson, Advocate Pansy Tlakula. My guest to discuss this and other issues is IEC Vice Chairperson Terry Tselane. Commissioner Tselane, thanks so much for joining us. Can I ask you, are we going to have a free and fair election on Wednesday?
We are definitely going to have free and fair elections. We have been working on this business for a long time. And remember, for us as people who are empowered with the responsibility of having to run the elections, there are certain measures that we've got to take in consideration to be able to declare an election to be credible. The first aspect relates to the voters' roll. Do we have the kind of the voters' roll that is credible, that is current? Indeed, we do have that. And the second aspect is the quality of electoral staff. We have now 218,000 staff members that we have recruited. We have trained them. They have now been deployed in various stations. All the 22,263 voting stations that we've got in our country, including the 33 mobile voting stations, have got a pool of electoral expertise, people who understand what is expected of them, people who will be able to deal with the elections in such a manner that all of us can be able to have a proper, credible election. Now, the third aspect relates to the quality of the logistics. At the level of the logistics, again, ensuring that the materials arrive on time, in the right amount, at the right place. All those issues have been dealt with. You may be aware that we started today with the special votes, and we are quite satisfied with the level of progress that we've actually made with special votes, which is almost like your dry run for the main day of the 7th May.
You talk up a really good story, but a lot of people among the opposition parties are saying actually a fish rots from the head, and the controversy surrounding the chairperson of your institution, Advocate Pansy Tlakula, means that your image and reputation right now is in tatters. She has been found guilty of gross maladministration by the public protector. There's been a PwC report which has put your institution in jeopardy of being seen as corrupt, and so that you can run a free and fair election. What do you say to that?
We've been very consistent as the Electoral Commission to say that the matter related to the chairperson is not the matter that is supposed to be in our realm as the Commission. We are not empowered in law to deal with that particular issue. But I'm quite happy that at least a forum has now been established where our chairperson, Advocate Tlakula, can deal with those issues. So for now, the focus of our organization is in terms of making sure that all those things that are within our power, we are able to do them, and we are able to do them with distinction. Matters that have been referred to other forums, such as the Electoral Court, let the Electoral Court deal with those issues so that we, from our side, can focus on those issues over which we've got control.
But your institution works on trust, on integrity. Now, isn't it correct that I'm assuming Advocate Tlakula is not guilty, is innocent, and is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. So, as an innocent person who sits in an organization of trust and integrity, shouldn't she say, you know what, at the moment, there's Justice Malala, there's all these people, the whole country, more than 5 political parties saying, we don't like the fact that you seem to be tainted, and you're overseeing this election. Shouldn't she say, you know what, I'm not resigning, I'm stepping aside to allow this institution to retain its image and reputation?
I've got an appreciation of the kind of the issues that you are raising. But my issue is this, is that why should I be dealing with matters that are before the Electoral Court? You know that once the issue is raised at the Electoral Court, or any court for that matter, you know, there is a rule that says you cannot actually be able to deal with those issues.
Yeah, but you could have, before then, as commissioners, you all could have said, Chairperson, we think that your presence continues to, without finding you guilty or anything, continues to taint this institution. Please walk away from us.
No, but we'd be doing something that is not within the law. You've got to be empowered.
It's within your ethical and moral compass.
No, absolutely, but I'm saying to you, you've got to be very, very careful when you're running the elections. It's a highly legalistic process. And because it's a highly legalistic process, it is important that whatever issues that you are raising are issues that you are empowered to deal with. And the truth of the matter is, we are not empowered in law to deal with that particular issue. Ethical as it is, important as it is, but from what angle are we going to be dealing with an issue over which we are not empowered to deal with?
If you take yourself out of it, then wouldn't you say the chairperson of the IEC should have, of her own volition, walked away from this situation? Wouldn't you do it if you were in that chair yourself?
But you see, I can't be dealing with the issues, Justice, that are basically just suppositions. The truth of the matter is we've got a real situation. And that real situation is that the chairperson finds herself in that situation and there is a forum that is dealing with that particular issue. And if I was to deal with a matter of that nature, I probably would find a way of dealing with that issue.
The CEO of the IEC has authorized the payment of R500,000 in legal fees for Advocate Tlakula. This has brought you directly into this problem, because now you were supposed to approve this and you didn't approve it. Yeah, the situation as it continues, you can't sit there and say, I can't deal with it, it's with the Electoral Court. It now involves you and your fellow commissioners.
No, let's separate the issues. Matters pertaining to Advocate Tlakula, it's a matter that is before the Electoral Court. The matter pertaining to the Chief Electoral Officer, it's a matter that is within the realm of the organization. If the Chief Electoral Officer who reports to the Commission does something that is not in line with the policies of the organization, then it's a matter that the Commission at the right time will be able to deal with. So that issue is an issue that the Commission is going to investigate and deal with it, but not in relation to Advocate Tlakula, only in relation to the expenditure that is incurred by the Chief Electoral Officer and the manner that it has actually been incurred.
Are you sad that your institution, which has for 4 elections, this is the 5th national and provincial one, has had such a fantastic reputation, is now being dragged into the mud by this issue?
All of us would have preferred to run the elections without having to deal with this matter. And naturally, it has put a burden on us. And everywhere we go, like now, I'm here trying to talk about the elections, but this matter keeps on coming. So naturally, on that issue, it's a matter that has really put a little bit of burden on our shoulders as a commission.
Tell me about the systems that are in place. Are you ready for this election? Is everything ready? Can I vote on Wednesday? Confident that we'll be fine on Thursday, Friday, and the count will be free and fair?
Absolutely. You must remember, and then I think it is important for me to emphasize this issue. When it comes to the issue of voting, it is a very clear process. You go to a voting station. When you get to the voting station, there are party agents there. There will be observers. Before a station opens, the presiding officer is going to take a ballot box, open it, show it to all people who are there, and check as to whether that particular ballot box has been stuffed with the ballot papers or not. It's got to be empty. Immediately after that, after voting at 9 o'clock, the same ballot boxes, they don't leave the voting station. They are opened and counting happens there, in the presence of the party agents. After that, we take that information, we put it in the result slip, we put it outside the voting station, we take that information, we put another result slip into a ballot box. The third one, we take it to the municipality, where we capture it into the system and we also scan it. So wherever you are, you can be able to compare the results. There is nothing that is going to disturb those kind of processes.
Terry Tselane, we are in your hands. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
After the break, our winners and losers of the week. Stay with us.
News that moves. ENCA.com.